Hi everybody, welcome to another Sunday morning hobby hang here with Meg and myself, Zach. If you're new, if you're watching this on rewatch, please give it a like. If you're not new, please give it a like. Just give it a like. Everyone just give it a like.
Done.
And if you are new, please do consider giving us a subscribe. It costs you nothing. And we think you'll like most of what we do sometimes.
You might like one thing.
Yeah, you'll like one or two things for sure. You have no one you follow on YouTube that you like all the stuff they do. Everyone on YouTube produces a 60 to 75% shit. So just keep that in mind.
Well, 69%.
Today, good one, Meg. Today, what we're working on, let's actually do a little zoom in here, Meg, on you. You're
taking over for Saray.
And me.
Oh, okay,
a little bit, right?
Yeah.
It's Marvel Crisis Protocol today.
Yeah. That's like, if you didn't know that, then you just didn't look at the thumbnail.
Right.
And why. Anyways, yeah, we're trying to finish up some terrain for Marvel, MCP, whatever. Mm-hmm. And what's the idea here? The idea is that it's supposed to look very cartoony, right? Like a comic book style, and like there's energy kind of flowing across, right? Like this is actually like an old terrain. It's supposed to be like old and like dirty, but like, is it transforming into something new, or is it transforming into something old?
Cartoony.
Something cartoony. Okay.
It's sort of like comic book breaking into reality.
Got it. Okay.
Saray kind of came up with this, and then we didn't do that transition look right there on everything.
Yeah. With the donut.
We did on the donut in the donut shop. Yeah. We're not. For other things, we did some other different things. Like, for example, we have
other things we did. Different things.
And I can go grab them here in a sec. Okay. We have these vats of acid that have like a very cartoony looking acid. We're working on this big building right now today. That's what I'm going to be working on. I'll kind of show this off.
Yeah. There it is. It's a big building.
It's kind of like a big East Coast building, like in maybe like a East Coast suburb, like swanky suburb or college town vibes. Ultimately, this top here with these symbols Saray is gonna do kind of similar to what you saw in the donut. But in the meantime, I'm trying to just kind of get the building up and running, so to speak. And we're just really trying to get this terrain out to the person that we did a trade with for our Flesh Eater Quartz Army, believe it or not. So that's
we're going back to bartering.
Yeah, that's where we're at. Meg.
Hopefully we'll get through these today.
Yeah, I probably what I have found is that they have been a slog.
Oh.
I might not have made the trade.
That's okay because
in hindsight.
No, it's a good trade, but that's okay because we're here to hang out.
Yeah.
Right? That's okay. Like, we'll get through it, and sometimes projects are like that. And
and there's not really much of a timeline on it, so
so that's why it's been in our catalog for about a year.
Forever.
All right. I just have some details to do, so I'm going to be working on that, and then I can help you with the house when you're done. But do we want to do mail time?
Yeah,
we had mail time.
Let's actually jump in right away and do a little bit of mail time.
Yeah.
Because we do have mail time, and we do have mail, and that's why we have mail time.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't just do mail time unless there's mail. So, whoa, Liberty, with the tough questions. Should we get to that now or after mail time?
After mail time.
Let's wait. We'll wait.
Yeah.
All right. So we got some stuff from Rudy. Hey, Hobby Collab fam, sending this to you in hopes it will help games in the near future. Yeah. I'm sure that it will.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So let's go through the stuff. Thanks for the party lights. Let's see. We got a Fire Slayers. The invocations. The Fire Slayers specific spells.
Yes.
So that's pretty fun. Or manifestations, not spells. So they're like molten lava, right? So we'll do like a lava stream for sure with these.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember
the box is very not exciting.
There's a creature. That's the cool one. It's like a.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember the other two.
Well, let's look. Well, let's take a look. Well, here's the book.
There's probably a wall, right? There's some kind of
there's always a dumb wall. There's like a fence or a wall.
Is that wall any different than
pillar?
It is a little different. Okay.
lava resin pour. Should we do that, Zach? Can you
There's
imagine?
the creature's kind of the only cool one. The other one is
Oh.
a random spurt. And then there's the wall. The wall's cool too. The random spurt is an interesting design choice, but I do either way.
The random spurt.
Either way, I appreciate these.
Just a premature spurt.
We're starting to slowly acquire for our Fire Slayers army.
Which I'm excited
It's
about.
one of the three. It's one of the 4 armies we
Then
don't
they're gonna
currently have.
axe it, I'm sure.
And even Lumineth.
soups.
I count Lumineth there, but we do kind of have Lumineth. Very much in the pipeline.
Okay, we also got some Seraphon stuff.
Yeah, this is great for you.
For me. All right, should we give one to Brett, or should I just keep them? All right, Stink, Star Priest, and Star Master.
Star
So
Seer.
Seeker, sorry.
Seer.
So Seeker. You guys, I don't know what anything's
Star
ever
Seer.
called.
It actually says on the box.
It does, but my finger was covering
Oh, I
it,
see.
so I couldn't read. Plus, I can't read. But yeah, this is for my chair list. So I gotta add another chair to the list. Hopefully, I can find a regiment of renown with a chair and throw that in there. It's just all chairs. It'll be fun. Zach's really excited for me to play this on stream. And then another wizard, because
Yeah, the little guy.
I need more wizards.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
He's handy.
He's so cute.
I think I don't know if he's one of the ones that can go into other lists or not.
Why is this box in here? Did we?
Because
It's
I
just
thought
here.
this was a garbage box.
Oh, okay. It's our mail time box. All right, this is old. A Realm Shaper engine that you are working on at some point. But yeah, thank you, Rudy. We know your mail time isn't garbage. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Rudy. As always, we appreciate.
always.
We do accept mail. It goes to that address, and then we go get it sometimes.
Yeah. Then we go get it
Yeah.
sometimes.
Thank you, folks at home.
Okay.
Liberty Fires did ask. He said,
Top 3 trades.
Yeah.
Go.
Top 3 trades.
Also, maybe Louisiana Purchase.
Was that a trade?
I thought so, yeah. Well, for money.
Okay, well that opens things up a lot.
Yeah, does that count as a trade if we're just trading for money?
I don't really.
Top 3 trades.
I don't really
okay,
know.
like what about sports trades? Were there any good sports trades that we can think of?
No, I mean.
Because I'm not good at stuff like that.
Honestly, I follow and have followed sports a not inconsequential amount throughout my life, and really off the top of my head, I can't name you.
Like a trade where it worked out really well for the person receiving. Well, it doesn't matter. If somebody receives something that's the point of a fucking trade, Meg.
The trade concept is I've noticed you're struggling a little bit.
I'm
with.
struggling with
Well, Liberty Fires too,
just struggling
because
with a lot.
Liberty Fires too, because again, Louisiana Purchase
Is a purchase,
a
right?
is a
Did
purchase.
we trade for Alaska?
No.
We purchased that too.
No,
It was super cheap.
There's not a lot of
Let me think.
geographical
Okay,
trades.
Trading stickers. That's on the list. When I was in elementary school, I was president of my own sticker club, and we traded stickers at lunch. And eventually
It
started
devolved.
raising money to do like fun things like go to Disneyland. But
Oh, really?
yeah, we we tried like a business thing, like where we would clean like people's houses and save the money, and we saved it to buy ourselves Disneyland tickets, and then we would collect recycling at school and from our parents and take it into the recycling center and trade it in for money.
Nowadays, a child trying to save up for a Disneyland trip would
Need like a
I mean,
full-time job.
They'd age out. They'd be
Yeah.
yeah. They would just end up with a job.
Okay, so sticker trading.
Sticker trading.
That's up there.
Yeah, it's funny. You've told me about stickers.
I talk about stickers too much.
No, you told me about stickers and how big of a deal they were.
Big deal.
And I guess I kind of knew that a little bit. Like I was like, oh yeah, I guess so. It comes up on Bob's Burgers more than once as well.
Sticker trading.
Yeah, like in Luisa's class, she's in
Oh,
fourth
okay.
grade.
Okay, what else? What else is a good trade? Is there like a movie we've seen with good trades in it? I don't know. Liberty has all the tough questions.
Yeah. Top 3 trades. I don't fucking know.
You got to think harder than that. That's not allowed. We're so good at this.
Trades. We do have a poll, by the way. Let's divert.
Let's distract Liberty from our shit answer. Yeah, go check out our poll. I have no idea what the poll is, what the options are.
All right, here's the poll.
Could be anything.
Why do we like superheroes? 1, they don't really have jobs.
Oh.
2, they make good merchandising. 3, I like looking at Funko Pops. 4, fans draw not suitable for work stuff with tentacles. So which one of those makes you like superheroes the most?
What? The tentacles, probably.
That's the one winning.
Yeah, that's definitely what I would pick.
2/3 of perverts in the chat have selected that one.
Yeah.
Good job, perverts.
Perverts unite.
You win.
Perverts untie.
The silent majority.
I thought we don't like, well...
Superheroes? Well, you and I don't care about superheroes. I don't dislike superheroes.
They make good merchandising, yeah. Yeah. Well, no, they're fine. I don't care about superheroes all that much.
I certainly don't.
People always ask, like, when you're a kid, like, that question. Like, if you could have any superpower, what would it be? I always pick flying. What would you pick?
I don't know. I like
Good answer.
I like I know, strong right out of the gate. It's more of it's flying's good.
Flying is good.
It's more of a Ideneth Deepkin ability.
Okay.
Where you just forget that they exist.
Do you want to be like a water bender?
No.
Oh.
You just forget that they exist when you're not actively dealing with them. That's a pretty cool power. You
forget. Oh, got it.
You can't like remember them as a concept. Like you're like, what fight? Who did I just fight? And like you like can't remember it after a battle.
Oh, another good trade. In my top 3. This is like a thing that just happens.
Counterintuitive, by the way, to being on a YouTube channel. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. A thing that just happens.
Yeah. I'm not sure I'm into this pink color that I have created for myself. And I'm out of... I need a better pink color. Sorry. I'll be right back. I need to do that. My other trade, though. So, the last place I worked at before where I work now, we would get together, me and some girls from work would get together every so often. And, we'd like bring clothes that we were no longer wearing. Like, it just wasn't our thing anymore, I guess.
Yeah, something you just got tired of or whatever.
Yeah. And then we would hang out and like trade clothes.
Yeah.
So it was a way to not throw away all your clothes like when you're done with them, like,
or go through the hassle of taking them somewhere.
Well,
whatever.
it made a day of it. It was fun. Like we'd have champagne and snacks and what the heck, Voodoo Fairy? Interesting. But I always enjoyed that because it was like girl hangout time, which I don't really do all that often.
Mm-hmm.
And, reusing instead of throwing stuff away.
Yeah.
So it was nice. I don't know. So that's my second. I've done 2. And you've done 0. Top 3 trades.
Oh, trades? Yeah, I don't know.
Can you flesh out the list? I guess this Flesh Eater Quartz trade is pretty good. Is it in your top 3? You got a freaking army out of it.
I tend to not trade much.
Yeah.
Okay,
what else?
But yeah, I guess this one was overall a pretty good deal. Mm-hmm. We got. I mean, we had to paint all of this stuff. It's not like there was a fully painted Flesh Eater Quartz on here. Let me just pass this to you.
No, I just wanted to.
Or just so we both have it. It wasn't like it was a fully painted Flesh Eater Quartz army. So this was just it was a lot of work for me. I did 95% of the Flesh Eater Quartz army. You and Saray helped a little bit. I've done probably about 75% of this. So you get, it wears on you, I will say that.
I know my top trade.
Yeah.
Trading vows.
Oh, that was fun, yeah.
This is really great.
Yeah.
I would do it again in a heartbeat. Should we renew our vows on air?
I don't know.
There we go. I did it. I answered the question. I'm a good content creator.
Yeah.
there you go, Liberty.
Thank you, Liberty, for the
Thanks,
support. I'm gonna
Liberty.
I'm gonna keep thinking on it though. I genuinely don't know off the top of my head. So yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah. Okay, I'm doing the brick here,
Okay.
and it's mostly done.
Oh no, Saray, you're in chat. What color did you use for these sprinkles? Do we even have it? Because I'm seeing a couple of sprinkles that were missed, making my life harder. Yeah.
This building's kind of interesting. Meg and I were talking about it last night. It has
Interesting, the building.
Yeah, it has sort of this dichotomy that is, I would use the word interesting to describe, in which it asks that you address a lot of detail, but yet it doesn't have the print capability. It hasn't been printed well enough to receive said
The
detail.
3D print is not good on these.
Yeah, no,
and
thankfully
that's okay.
It's terrain.
That's
Thankfully,
okay,
right,
exactly, yeah. Party lights, thanks.
But I will say that it's got a lot of these. It's kind of like an intricate East Coast wood house and like townhouse, and they spared not too much detail.
Hey, Zealot.
And so you end up having to kind of go in and knock out. I'm gonna have to knock out a lot of window framing. Is really what I'm gonna be doing today. I can kind of hold this up and you guys can see here. It's a lot of pretty intricate window frame
AK blue green
stuff going on.
I'll go
actually.
grab it. Do you have that?
No. Oh wait. No.
Ocean blue. Okay. It's not ocean blue, so I don't have to get up.
So yeah, it has a lot of kind of intricate stuff going on in it, but not it's actually funny. The print lines look amazing on the horizontal wood slats. Like here, it's kind of like perfect. They actually like look like you would want them there.
Yeah. All right, let me go look for this color that Trey's talking about. It's just, it was just a couple of sprinkles that I saw on the saturated side, so I just need to go find that one. Okay. Hey, Sleepy Gary. Okay, I don't know what this is that they're talking about, but Zealot.
Oh, we know Sleepy Gary. Haven't heard from you in a bit.
Says reminds us of Amy Lee and Sean Morgan from Seether. I don't know who those people are.
Me either.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's so many chats here. Thanks, Liberty. And then Soups also sent us a chat. Top 3 superpowers that sound awesome, but in hindsight would be a major pain in the butt to have. Go. We'll keep thinking about this.
Any kind of thing where it's like clairvoyance or audience.
Oh yeah, I don't want to know what's going on inside everyone's head.
Yeah, knowing what's going
on my
on
list. That's
outside of like you being able to direct it, I imagine would be super annoying.
Yes. I see turquoise ink. Okay, yeah, that one I've thought a lot about because I'm like, do I really want to know what people think of me? Not really, whether it's good or bad. And I use the term good loosely because what might be good to someone else may not be good to you.
Right, yeah. Anything like that. Any kind of thing that a lot of things that you can't turn off probably would be a problem, right? Like, even in X-Men, right? Like,
I'm just going to use one of yours.
Even in X-Men, right? Like
Magneto. Oh, Cyclops. Cyclops has to wear, like, goggles, right? So that he doesn't kill everyone.
Yeah. Rogue, I think.
That seems annoying.
I think Rogue pretty much
laser eyes.
At least when I was watching the cartoon in the 90s, which is really the end, the terminal situation for my understanding of superheroes. I remember she had to wear gloves. She couldn't touch people.
Yes. How sad. I was thinking, like, what a sad life that is. Oh, yeah. What were we watching? Shoot. What is that movie where this person... What was it? X-Men? I don't know. It'll come to me. But there's this movie where like, yeah, somebody is like not allowed to touch. It's like King Midas, right? Like if you touch something, it'll ruin it, basically.
Yeah.
And so this person has like never known love, is what I said. It was a horror movie. Shoot. I don't know. Well, it'll come to me later. Anyway, so that's 2 things. What else? Or 3? Is that 3? Yeah, not being able to touch stuff, but when you touch it,
Yeah, I mean, anything
turns into something else.
Honestly,
I guess.
like my first broad answer speaking is anything that you can't turn off, right? That's like active if your eyes are open or if you're touching something or whatever. That's it. You don't have control over it beyond that. Anything like that would be rough. I think certainly a lot of powers would be rough if you're also in isolation as a superhero. Like if you're, I mean, and this is kind of a theme that gets touched on a little bit in some superhero movies, which is that like, well, people really rely on them.
Oh,
right?
It was 13 Ghosts. It was 13 Ghosts. Matthew Lillard's character. That's what it was. I was like, this poor guy doesn't know love. Okay, sorry. There it is. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, no.
That was very important for me to interrupt you with.
No, it's fine. Yeah, anything where like oh, I'm the only superhero in this crime-ridden city. Like, you know, especially like you always see like these origin stories of superheroes where they like go out and like just start being their superhero and they like go into the alley and deal with their first like mugging that they interrupt. And if that's really the case, I mean, like imagine anytime you feel like taking a night off. You're like, well, I could take a night off, but like someone's going to get mugged now because of that. Because I needed a night off. Someone's going to get murdered.
If you have that much power, are you really responsible for like little things like muggings and like petty theft? Like,
well, no,
is that what you're on the hook for now?
I mean, even murder, right? But that's my point. And anytime
it's like, why have any superpowers?
Right,
It sounds annoying.
Anytime you take a night off,
but they don't know when you're going to take a night off.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. You have to develop enough, like,
clout.
Not clout. You have to
fighting clout.
Yeah, sure. I guess you could phrase it that way, right? You have to be known as an entity in the city so much so that people are like, well, I don't know if they're out at night tonight or not, but I don't want to risk it, right?
I don't feel like robbing anyone today because.
But I mean, that what's funny is that if you think about it, like most of us feel that way about crime in general, right? Like, I mean, most of us just don't want to commit crime, but we also don't commit crime because there's deterrents, which is that we'll get caught.
It's true.
But criminals don't seem to have that deterrent, so I don't know if they would have that deterrent for a superhero either, right? At least not some of them.
Oh, that's smart. Okay, I didn't know this. Commissioner Gordon just like randomly throws the bat signal in the air to like spook criminals. I guess there's that, but
yeah, but then you gotta sit by your phone and wait for text from Commissioner Gordon. Hey, fake signal.
Sky text.
Fake signal going out, and then what happens if there's a fake signal, and then he really needs you? I guess he texts you.
Yeah,
hey,
how does that work, Soups? Now explain that part. Imagine morphing into a dolphin. Oh, like Animorphs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that?
No. No idea what you and Sleepy Gary are talking about. I just went, yeah.
You didn't read Animorphs?
And I mean...
Or did you know of Animorphs?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about at all.
You're fucking scared?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
I just don't know what this is.
Okay. Animorphs was a bunch of books for kids, and it was about kids that could turn into animals. In fact, you might say they morphed into animals.
I was never a fan of... I'll tell you something I'm not a fan of. Ready? Hot take.
Let's hear it.
Hot take. Because
I'm
I
shocked.
know I'm going to trigger a lot of people because of Teen Titans.
Uh-oh.
Not a fan of kids as superheroes.
Why is that?
Well, okay, so in general, superheroes aren't like my top thing to begin with.
Okay. But why specifically kids? Who cares?
Because kids as superheroes always seems kind of dumb. I'm not sure I've ever seen it. My guess is the one that's handled it the best was Teen Titans. But I never really watched much of Teen Titans. But I know that people like it. Like people kind of like 5-10 years younger than me really liked it a lot. So I'm guessing it was probably pretty good. I'm typically willing to concede that if I can tell there's enough hype and popularity around something, I try not to be a fuddy-duddy. Be like, well, I didn't watch it, so it's dumb. I'm kind of like that with Hey Arnold, too. Like, Hey Arnold was a little past my time.
Oh, I like
But
that
I know
one.
everybody liked it.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yeah, Hey Arnold was probably pretty good. I was probably just too old for it. Or it wasn't my thing or whatever. But something can become truly legendary in my mind if it makes like older people even like SpongeBob is pretty amazing in that regard. Like Hey Arnold's never going to just like keep people coming back. But SpongeBob will. You know. Extra legendary. Anyway, teens and kids as superheroes. Yeah. Not sure I've ever seen it done well.
Okay. I just love like hearing your your things and then reading chat respond to you as you talk. Do you mind handing me the turquoise or blue green, whatever it is? I'll just use what's there because I couldn't find AK blue green. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, I would say there's a few times in your life when you like look and you remember an exact moment in pop culture history because of like a movie trailer or a TV commercial, and you're like, oh, like I think definitely we've begun a decline. And like I remember one was the exact line of Vin Diesel in the movie The Pacifier, where he's like, you mean protecting these children is a matter of national security? And the kids like have a duck. And like just in general, the movie The Pacifier starring Vin Diesel. That was like kind of a major step, I think, backwards in civilization. Like
Civilization.
I think like
What do you think about Kindergarten Cop?
Kindergarten Cop I think was fine. The other one was Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I was like, this is the superheroes we've come up with now? Shark Boy and Lava Girl. And I was like, this is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. And I was like, definitely, I was a kid in college, and I remember being like, wow, like genuinely, I think like if aliens pulled up and want to check what would happen, like you would see this in a museum. You'd be like, things like Shark Boy and Lava Girl contributed to everyone getting dumb.
That's a lot of
to lay on Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I know, but
it
it's
doesn't
so
really
dumb.
seem fair.
It's just conceptually so dumb. And you saw the commercials. It was like I think one of the first times they were like, let's just only use a green screen. I think Banderas was in it. I think it was the beginning and the end of his career.
Are you talking about Spy Kids?
Oh no, he was in Spy Kids. That was also pretty
and I
dumb.
heard that people liked Spy Kids. Like it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to tell you there.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I definitely remember not liking kids as superheroes ever. I'd like to see a good example of it though.
Oh, what is that?
I'm guessing Teen Titans
what is
was
that
it.
movie?
I just didn't watch it.
With the kids who are like, they're superheroes. It's Super 8 is the movie. The kids making like movies. But there's like somebody tell me. There's some movie with I don't know, some kids in it, and they're like they become superheroes.
What do you? Yeah. Okay. So here's one for you, Meg.
I'm just like redoing this
and
to make sure the colors match.
I'm kind of asking myself this question too.
This is too bright.
Vampires as soap opera stars or kid superheroes? Which one's worse?
Yeah, I think that's good. Tell me if it's not. No, not Sky High. Maybe I'm not thinking of the right thing, the right movie. Sorry, what did you say, Zach? Vampires
like
as...
the whole like sexy vampire.
You're asking the wrong
I
person.
know, but I'm saying what's worse, that or kids as superheroes?
Oh, worse? I mean, I don't have a problem with kids as superheroes. I think it's like this happens because it's a way to empower kids. Like it's something a kid would like watching.
Kids should like Arthur.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm like getting paint everywhere. Yeah, the print job on these is like not great. It's very grainy.
It's interesting.
So it's interesting, the paint job. So it like runs into the cracks and spreads everywhere. It's annoying. But I'll clean it up.
You almost want to use thicker paint.
Mm-hmm. I know. I was like slopping it on because I was like, oh, this is going to run. Yeah. Which I think is fine for terrain. Okay, sorry. So I think that vampires are worse. I'm not into like vampires as a sexy thing anyway. I just don't agree with that. Like, no, they're not. Quit trying to tell me they are.
Yeah, like Twilight or True Blood. You and I aren't fans of that kind of stuff. But again, I don't know what I would struggle with more. That or watching a kids as superheroes show.
Soups, we probably have seen this skit, but I don't remember it.
I think just in general, I'm kind of learning about myself that I sort of don't love kids as important plot devices.
Oh.
Unless the movie really kind of like a great movie for a kid as a plot device. Also, the actress who plays the main person in this is just great, and she's not annoying at all, was Dr. Sleep. Like, that little girl in that context of that movie was fine. But, like, Arya Stark, I just couldn't help but think how much I wanted to watch her get killed all season long.
This guy.
The first time you see her, you're like, God, I hope someone kills this kid.
That's not what I thought.
What? Really?
I was totally rooting for
Really?
her. Yeah, really. Nosferatu was super sexy. Yeah, I was like waiting for them to show sexy Dracula in Nosferatu like we got in Bram Stoker's Dracula with Gary Oldman. It doesn't happen. Sorry for the spoiler. There's no sexy, what's his name? Joe Skarsgård.
Yeah. It's hard to know. I've yet to meet anyone.
Zach Evil.
Yet to meet anyone who's stayed
Oh my
awake
God.
through all of the new Nosferatu movie. I'm not sure there wasn't a sex scene. There could have been a full-blown sex scene in that. There could have been a full-blown penetration.
There wasn't.
But everybody who's watched it I was reading, nobody's managed to stay awake through the whole movie.
Zach is on a tear today. He's trying to get us I don't know, something.
Demonetized by
You can't get demonetized,
Nosferatu?
but desubscribed. Everyone's gonna leave.
Are you kidding me? Have you ever watched sports news? Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless. People literally tune in that show just to scream at their television.
That's what you are. You're basically that's your superpower. You are rage bait incarnate. That's Zach.
Okay, well, I don't know if that's true, but I will say that...
Can you please put it to good use and get us more subs?
I will say that there was a lot of things I liked about the new Nosferatu, but I did just find that it was a little boring. I will say that.
I mean, it's a quiet movie, I'll say. But anyways, no, I think vampires that are supposed to be sexy are kind of dumb. I don't like it. Kate Beckinsale's hot. But again, I hated the soap opera-ness of their like world. Just like you don't like werewolves. Why? Who cares? Like
Underworld. I just wouldn't submit.
Wasn't my favorite.
In the gym. Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Ew, Saray, that's gross.
Yeah, Brian, I'm with you.
That
It was
person's evil.
definitely not my favorite Eggers movie.
No, not my favorite Eggers, but it was still really good.
In fact, Eggers.
Gosh.
You hate to see it, but the movies have gotten worse for sure.
Zach.
Right? Eggers movies?
I
Do you think The Lighthouse is better than The Witch?
I don't think it... I mean, I think it's such a weird thing to say.
It's okay to say.
I think it's weird. Like, better, worse, I don't know. It's just different.
Saray, nowadays it's purely based off of... Punching somebody at a gym who spits on the floor is purely based off of your identity and that person's identity. So if he's like in a wheelchair, don't do it.
I'm gonna try outlining this.
Don't punch a guy in a wheelchair.
Don't do it.
Even if he spits on the floor at the gym.
Oh my God. What are we... Should we do the news?
Oh, that's pretty good, Leah. Hey, dude, did you drop this?
And then spit on him. All right.
Well, all right. Let's move this along before Leah gives Saray bad ideas.
What? No. No. I'm sorry. Let's keep doing what we're doing.
Let's keep giving
I'm just going to be...
What if the wheelchair is racist?
I kind of missed what happened. because I was too busy thinking about Eggers and your ridiculous comment.
All right, meme time, news time.
Oh, it's the news. Okay.
Soups, did you make this one personally?
This is like a Soup's, like, this is classic Soup's humor.
It's so low,
Classic,
it's so
like,
understated, and I love it.
Dad humor,
Ah,
yeah.
my back. How long was I out?
This is just like fucking ridiculous.
This is my favorite meme of the week, I
yeah?
think. Yeah, I loved how understated it was. He's just like, my back. How long was I out for?
This is cute, yeah. This is just classic Soups.
Yeah,
So this is
the
new manifestations.
Yeah.
From the Soul Blight manifestations that Andy, what are you doing, man? Get us on the damn list.
Yeah. Did you like this one, Meg?
It's fine. Like, we're talking about the sculpt or the power that it.
The sculpt.
I can't remember now what it does. The spell.
It's pretty okay, honestly. I'll talk about it in a sec. What it does. Can I ask though what you think about the sculpt itself?
I think it's fine. They use like the same like skeleton like coming out of the earth or whatever for both this and the bats sculpt. And I'm kind of like, why are we doing the same thing twice? The bats, I'm just like, just bats, just make bats. All we need is bats. Well, that's fine. So to me, I was kind of like, oh, it looks the same. And it sort of like underwhelmed me a little bit.
Yeah.
Just because of that. Doesn't matter. It's fine.
It looks so, does it not look a little like old style, like closer to like
it is
fantasy?
a little cartoony.
It's a
like
little
his little bone. Look at
right?
his hands. His hands are huge.
Right.
His big old bony arms and hands.
It's a little cartoony.
I love it.
I was a little surprised by that.
It's kind of funny.
I feel like Matt Rose just turned in somebody else's old homework.
Oh my God. Yeah, Matt Rose. What were you thinking?
He was like, here you go. And they were like, wait, where is this from? Like, nothing. And meanwhile, it's like...
Like, he turned it in. He also became the sculptor.
You see Matt Rose, like, looking at... Yeah, he's, like, looking in, like, picture... He's, like, looking for old sculpts from, like, 2003. He's like, oh, yeah, we'll make this a manifestation.
Okay, yeah, but I forget what this does, actually.
I think it's actually very good in the new way that manifestations work, in that the more you have out, the better, the worse it is. The easier it is for your opponent to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Because when you use this one, all it does is heal a vampire. Correct me if I'm wrong, if people remember. A nearby vampire, it heals them 3, which vampires are already pretty awesome in healing, but this could, like, if Neferata was getting her butt kicked, she could heal D3 plus 3. And then gives her +1 to attack, and then this goes away. Mm-hmm. Which I think is kind of awesome, because, like, you banish your own thing once you use it. I actually think people are going to use this one a lot. It's going to be a frequent mid-game, we're all in a scrum fighting cast, because you're going to cast it, you're going to heal, then you're going to get +1 attack or whatever, then it's going to go away.
Or get mob next weekend. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what all their war scrolls end up looking like.
Things haven't been changing too much, but we will see.
Well, this is new.
Oh, this one.
Thing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, the new
scroll.
spells. Yeah, sorry. And the terrain, is the terrain going to have...
The sheds.
The sheds, yeah.
Okay, moving on. This was a good one, though.
Yeah,
Soups.
thanks, Soups.
Okay.
Okay, this is a combo of Ty and, I think, Liberty. Yes. Guys, have you seen Black Talon? Have we talked to you guys about it? Have we brought this up, Zach?
Yeah. I'm just excited for the exact date of when season 2 is coming out.
I see. Yeah, we unironically enjoy the show, actually. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And Zach never passes up an opportunity to remind you to go check it out.
If you have Warhammer Plus, it's pretty good. I think.
He thinks.
Like, it's certainly not bad. These are funny, though, by the way.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, this is Barry. Thanks, Reporter Barry. Is it raining? Is that rain that we hear?
I don't know.
So much. Okay, anyway, Barry.
It sounds actually like central air kicking in.
Which we don't have.
Which we
so
don't
that
have.
would be
Did we
creepy.
suddenly get central air?
Barry last week made a meme of me messing with Matt Rose's wiener on a sculpture. And this is your turn this week. Who can we get next week, Barry? Can we get Saray?
There's only one logical conclusion.
Saray? Brett? Yeah. Who else? Steven? Who else gets to play with Matt Rose's penis?
Well, that's not what's happening here. I'm putting I'm covering it with one of those leaves.
Thanks for the laughs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barry, we need you to get on that. Can you do like a series? It'd be really nice to feature a series of Barry's artwork.
Would that be nice? Would that be really nice?
I think that'd be really nice
Would
of
that
us
be
to
really
do for
nice?
Barry. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice, huh, Barry?
I mean,
Balloon. Jesus. All right. This one.
this is Liberty.
Not really a
it's
meme.
not really a meme, but
you
Zach
know,
was
we
like,
said-
I like it. I'm like, does this count as a meme? He's like, I get it.
Well, we started calling it the news. So I
Yeah, it's the
realized
news.
that it's worth just putting anything in here that's worth talking about. I thought this was pretty crazy. This is a Old Bay watch.
Yeah. Is it like literally filled with Old Bay? So you can open it in a pinch and like pour it out onto your
That'd be
stuff?
cool.
That'd be pretty funny.
No, I guess it's just the color of Old Bay.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
It's funny. Why? We were talking about it on stream, right? Somebody, I think it was Liberty. Yeah, asked you like what your top 3 things are to put Old Bay on.
you know what? I have to
I'm
say,
like, why did this come up?
I'm going to pivot the conversation away from
Go
Old
for
Bay
it.
and into watches.
Yeah.
And say that I wear an Apple Watch, but I mostly have worn it for like to try to help with my health and fitness stuff. To like close my movement rings and stuff. I kind of like basically if I close my red rings, which are movement rings, which you get just by moving around. Typically, I've noticed like if I go through like several weeks of closing my red rings but not doing a ton of exercise, then like I can pretty much like maintain my weight, right? Like which is good to know, right? If I'm eating fairly normally, blah blah blah. So it's kind of nice to like keep an eye on that. So I wear a watch for that reason, but I didn't think I would ever really need to or want to wear a watch for the purposes of checking what time it is.
Yeah. That's sort of gone away.
It's sort of gone away with the phone, but I will tell you that when we came back from, where was it? Somewhere. I wasn't wearing my watch for a few days. And I can't remember why. Oh, I couldn't find my, like, we traveled back from somewhere and something happened to my charger for the watch or something. I can't remember. But the point is, I ended up not wearing my watch for a few days. And man, like, the amount of times I looked at my wrist and there's nothing there, it's like 4 or 5 times a day.
Oh, yeah.
You actually do end up, like, enjoying having it to check the time, it turns out.
I see.
Or at least I have.
Well, it just happens and you don't realize you're doing it until it's gone. Don't know what you got till it's gone.
Right. Here's another one of these.
Oh, yeah. Just to scare you guys. You thought it was over, but there's more. Look at how proud you are of this. What is this anyways on his wiener?
I don't know.
Is it a tongue?
I don't know.
Is it that horrible like tongue little thing that somebody made with JoJo? Whatever JoJo is? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm going to move on.
I don't know.
And then here's this one from Lucky Loki.
Oh, Lucky. I thought this was hilarious. This one was great. So, again, Black Talon. I don't know if you guys have heard about this show. It's pretty good. And yeah, you should check it out. Try to find the scene where Sigmar kisses Neve. That's what you should do.
You see. What is that going on outside?
It's rain, Zach.
But it was nice and sunny out this morning.
That happens.
That's a lot of rain.
It's rain. We love rain because we don't get it. It's very special for us.
Oh my God, it's not sunny at all.
It's crazy.
That's
Yeah, it's a lot of rain.
Wow.
Yeah, I love it.
That's been
We're
a minute.
so excited. It's not a mandrel. No.
That's like when I lived in the South.
I'm
rain.
going to move on. It's raining today. And that's
News.
it. Oh, that's the
Oh, we had
news.
some weather with our news.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, you guys got a weather report.
Yeah.
Thanks, Zach. You're so good. I'm so glad we
News.
traded vows.
News.
And rings.
Rings. Yeah, and then no, we don't have our rings.
We
both
lost our
it. And we need to get new ones,
We
Meg. I
do.
keep thinking about
I know.
it.
I know.
I hate not having
We're
one.
we do vow renewals every 10 years. So we have another like 4 years or so.
We can get rings before that, though.
No. I kind of want to save it. Okay, so what I've been doing is just edge highlighting the donut.
Never stop edging.
Worry. Never stop edging. And just like adding like dots.
Do not worry.
Like shiny dots to
So
the...
funny.
I'm going to love the UK. But see, I've heard the UK, like, do you get downpours or is it just constant like drizzle? Because constant drizzle is kind of miserable in a different way, right?
Yeah.
The downpour is like, well, okay, if I bring the stuff, I'm protected. Like, but if it's a drizzle, it's like, I'm not going to wear my rain boots. I'm not going to wear my raincoat. Like, I'm not going to take an umbrella. Like, it's overkill. Yeah.
You're just going to be...
It's either both and yet neither all at the same time. Yeah. Okay, Saray with sports news. The spitting old man is on the Stairmaster. Oh my God, we had such a good news segment today. So well-rounded.
Who spits on the floor?
That is so gross. In a public gym? Like, is that normal? Is that... I don't know gym culture.
Spitting on any indoor floor, even in your...
Weird, right?
Even private residence.
Well, especially. Why would you spit in your own house? Gross, guys. Get it together, gym goers.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, if I'm honest.
Gross, yeah. Okay. I think I'm calling it here, Saray. Yeah? I think it looks all right. Right? Cartoony? Does it look all right? You happy? You like it? You good? Oh, yeah. Donut worry.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, it's a funny joke that we all agreed was funny.
Jesus.
Meanwhile, here's what I'm working on.
Let's see.
I'm doing the front here.
Oh, it's cute. It looks like a house in San Francisco.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so far I've knocked out 3.
There's Lucky.
There's 2 more on the back, so I'm going to do those 2 now. And then this top level will be finished.
Okay, cool.
Actually, that's the front. I just did the...
Now I got to do the letters. I did the letters. What are you talking about? What's he talking about? The letters. I did the letters.
Just don't.
What else do I need to do? I was going to leave these like dilapidated looking.
He's
right?
high. He's high. Don't.
He's high on endorphins because he's at the gym.
Yeah, he's on a creatine. He's on a roid rage.
Oh. Yeah. He's so angry about it.
He's roid raging at the gym.
I mean, the letters. What is he talking about? I'm leaving it. I think it's done.
But I got a gym membership and the gym isn't open yet. I'm pretty excited about it. And Saray's inspired me to do things at the gym I never really would have thought to do.
This is the cartoon
I should be
side.
dipping in the live streams while I'm at the gym. That's a good idea.
Because this is the bright side.
Just don't worry about it. Like I said,
I'm arguing with Soups now.
They're both on drugs.
Okay. But you like it, right?
Yeah, it looks
okay,
fine.
Great.
All these people.
Zach likes it.
All these people are on drugs.
All of them. Every single.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sleepy Gary is not.
Not Sleepy
Gary.
Gary.
He's a saint. He seems
fine. Yeah.
He's fine. He's not on drugs.
What about Lucky?
Lucky is definitely on drugs.
Oh, outline it in black. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Okay, I'll do that. Let me do that before I move on to this thing.
On the left side.
I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
Just on the cartoon side.
Do Pepsi. Yeah. Okay, I was like, do I really want to do that? Because it keeps bleeding. But I'll just use heavy paint. Do you have black?
No.
Okay, that's fine. I have Bear Cavalry black.
Or gets that, that's a good one.
I'll just use it because I never use it.
Is even heavy. Oh. Yeah.
I don't really use black.
Yeah.
I like to mix my own black. Make my life harder. Voodoo Fairy is high on tea.
So, Meg, we have a segment today.
Oh, that's right.
Should we jump into it?
I guess so.
Today's segment, we want to feature some people in the community.
Yeah, we like the community.
Yeah, we want to feature some mandrills because they pay more money. So we give them more privileges because...
Like this.
Yeah, because of money.
Oh, you know what I did? Let's give it a second. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's give it a second.
All right. We're good. Everything's good
Everything's good. I just want to do something really quick. But go ahead and keep talking about why we're doing this or whatever you want. I don't know. Figure it out.
Yeah. Lucky Loki. Yep. Thanks. Good Rancid reference there. Yeah. So we wanted to just kind of celebrate some people in the community. Celebrate's a strong word.
I think that's good.
What, celebrate?
It's the right word.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh no, are we out of time? Did you run out of things to say?
Crowd work.
Oh God, what do we do?
Oh my God.
We don't know how to do this. We're bad content creators.
No, I have plenty of
not.
other things I can
We're
talk
great.
about.
As you yawn through it.
Have you guys seen Blacktown?
Jesus. Oh my God. Okay. Here we go. Now I'm getting somewhere. I'm so sorry I messed this up, Zach. I totally forgot to do it.
Okay.
Okay. Also,
I see what's
I just
going
meant
on.
to do that. Yeah. But this also, I gotta fix. Hey, talk to them.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not good.
it's
I'm messing everything.
watching
I'm
you-
ruining everything right now.
I'm using this really bad brush, actually, folks at home. It's like a Michaels, but like you buy a bunch of brushes in a big pack, and it's almost an amazing brush, except for no matter what I do, one errant hair seems to keep sticking out, and if I like pull that hair, get rid of it, I'm like, okay, well it's gone now, but then like another one takes its place. Otherwise,
yeah.
it's like kind of the perfect brush for what I'm doing. It holds a lot of paint. I'm needing to like go yellow over dark purple, and I'm using the AK, one of the AK like heavy paints. I have Absalom yellow. I probably should have gotten that.
Oh well. Next time.
Yeah.
Okay. I am the worst.
That's fine. Meg was. We were busy this morning getting. We had like a weird tech. It's really interesting.
It's interesting. The tech.
Yeah, we had a weird mechanical tech issue, not digital, but like a mechanical one.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get to this now.
Yeah.
Lining the letters, but now we can talk about the fact that we're going to talk
Yeah.
about you people.
So when, but
You
before
mandrill
we
people.
get there, a long time ago, Saray and I, for the first time, start working on this Marvel Crisis Protocol terrain. We worked on this like last summer. We've been working on this a while, and then we get tired of it, and so we put it away and don't work on it for a while. But we really want to get it out there. We want people to be able to use it. By the way, I want to make it clear that I'm sure Marvel Crisis Protocol is super cool. I know Sleepy Gary plays it. I know Bridger plays it. I know John has played it. I really have the bandwidth for it. And then as far as like a channel thing goes, we don't have the stuff for it currently. And sadly, it's just sort of like, it's kind of tough to, people always talk about like, oh, you guys should do this game and this game.
Everyone says, you should do this, you should do this. And I'm like, uh-huh.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Do you have another like 3 people to send us so
Yeah,
that we all have bandwidth?
Yeah,
to
it's a
do
lot
these
of
things?
work, and it's just, anyway.
All right.
Long story short, this is as much
Very,
MCP
very
as
sweet that you're looking out for us, but yeah.
as we can do for now. Anyway, what happened is we started talking about some different super villains that like making up our own super villains and stuff. And one of the ones that we made up was called, and this is maybe a good time to go to this, was called Home Invader.
Yes.
And what we realized about Home Invader, here's a drawing here. Here's some comic artwork of Home Invader you can see. And what we realized about Home Invader is that it actually was somebody that we know. It turns out.
Still is.
It is. Home Invader is one of the cast members of the Hobby Collab. You can look at that picture there and kind of figure out maybe which one it is. The Home Invader, this person has actually invaded homes before.
It's true.
Yeah.
We didn't just make this up.
So there is a real Hobby Collab supervillain called Home Invader. And what we wanted to do today is talk about when Home Invader breaks into somebody's house, what does he find? What would he find? And we wanted to put some mandrills on the spot. Some people in the community that a lot of us know. Starting here with Professor.
Hello, Professor.
Now, Professor is called Professor in our Discord, but on YouTube it's iRock.
Yeah, iRock Unforgiven.
iRock Unforgiven.
Yeah, he leaves really nice, like little random facts as comments on our videos, which I love. It's very funny.
Oh, hi, Angela. Yeah, we don't know. Home Invader has invaded several homes around our area when he comes when Home Invader comes down here to do things. Home Invader sometimes goes into the wrong place, presumably by accident, and their doors are unlocked.
Home Invader is a villain, so probably not.
He's a villain. There he is with his crowbar. Yeah.
I like how his shirt says hi.
Well,
like
Home
he's like,
Invader.
"Hi, I'm here to rob you." I know. Hey, Angela. I just like how the acronym becomes hi, like I'm about to rob you.
Yeah. All right, so when Home Invader breaks into Professor's home...
Oh my god, I hate this, Saray. I'm like, no, I don't want to do this black lining on the letters.
Professor told us why they call him Professor. And he said that it's because he's not an actual professor like we thought he was.
Yeah.
I think that he's a know-it-all. He's like a self-prescribed know-it-all, but he's actually not annoying about it. And he posts always.
He's not an actually guy.
Yeah, he's not an actually guy.
He just knows things.
Yeah, he just knows things, and he does post sometimes cool information on our YouTube as well. But what do you think, Meg, are some things that Home Invader would find when he broke into Professor's home? When he inevitably breaks into Professor's home.
Because he will one day. I like to think that Professor lives up to the name that he's given himself and, like, fancies himself a professor.
But isn't.
Yeah. One.
Yeah, like is actually not. Doesn't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah. Like, he tries to set up, like, a little study where he can read random shit.
But it's a lot of eyewitness for kids. Books.
Yeah, like the library there is...
Like, it's for kids.
Or, like, dusty, like, Encyclopedia Britannica sets.
He's like, yeah. No, Meg, I don't think... Do you think he would have Encyclopedia... Maybe, like, an old one that he got?
Yeah, like an old one that...
From an estate sale?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to make it look more professor-y.
He's like, oh, wow, Rhodesia.
Also, like, his collection of bubble pipes. Would probably get stolen.
Bubble pipes, yeah. Do you think Home Invader... Yeah, what would Home Invader take?
All over again.
What would Home Invader take?
The bubble pipes.
His sidekicks break and enter. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, the bubble pipe and whatever he puts in it.
Yeah. Yeah, he would steal the bubble pipe for sure.
Pipe.
The brubble pipe.
Yeah.
Professor's brubble pipes.
Mm-hmm. What else does Professor have?
Well, like he might steal his collection of eyewitness books.
Mm-hmm.
Eyewitness, European castles. Eyewitness, the pyramids.
Those are good books.
Eyewitness, dinosaurs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sneaking out like a reverse Santa Claus. Just like going out of his house with all that stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Who's next? Who's next to ridicule as a person?
Jupiter.
Jupiter, yeah.
All right, let's pretend Home Invader breaks into Jupiter's house.
So Jupiter's pretty famous in our Discord. If you've seen his stuff, he's into holidays.
Yes.
Specifically Christmas?
Also Halloween.
Halloween too, right?
Did he do an Easter theme? I can't remember now.
It might have been him.
Forgetting. But yeah, he loves the holidays and decorating, and like he does these armies that are themed after holidays.
And they're pretty intense.
And they're so amazing.
And they're pretty good, yeah. Do you remember, like, Meg, where did your family store, like, your Christmas decorations?
The garage.
The garage.
Like
everything
was in really big plastic Tupperware containers, and we'd stack it in the garage all year, and then it was like a big annoying thing to
go
pull
get them
out
all out.
all the stuff.
All the stuff.
And swap out all your normal stuff for like Christmas. Oh my God.
And somehow you still buy stuff every year? You're still like, we still need to go buy a bunch of stuff.
Oh my God, I hate. All right. But Jupiter would probably just have this stuff out, I imagine, right? Like, I bet Jupiter's house is just decorated all the time.
Yeah. Just like crazy always, like, like each, do you think each room is a theme, or do you think it's mixed and matched? Like, you go into his kitchen and he's got like jack-o'-lantern pot holders, but like Christmas tea towels. No. Just like utter insanity.
Oh, that would be great. But I don't know, like his armies aren't like that. So I have to imagine that he's not really like that.
Wait, Angela, when you say DK 40K books, are you talking about the AI ones that got made?
I have no idea what anyone's talking about.
Oh, no, she's talking about real 40K books. Okay.
Yeah.
She probably would have said AI, fake AI 40K books, if that's what she meant.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought maybe on her Angela's phone or whatever, AI autocorrects to DK.
Okay.
Sorry, you just having to explain
right.
it to me. Anyway,
Let me know when you want to talk about Jupiter.
that's it. I mean, like, I think his place is probably insane with holiday stuff.
Just holidays all the time.
And again, I think...
it's like Nightmare Before Christmas, but in a house.
And with Home Invader. And I think he would probably take...
When they go to
Again,
like,
or it's almost
the
like...
land of doors.
Or, yeah, like, exactly, right? Like Nightmare Before Christmas. He breaks in and steals all of Jupiter's Christmas cheer. And
yeah.
Asshole.
God, Home Invader, what are you, the Grinch?
Home Invader. Okay, next up is... Oh, this is a good one.
Oh, this is Zell Nasty.
Yeah, this is so nasty.
Yeah.
Well, for sure, like a whole hydroponics growing setup.
I'm sorry, what?
Like a whole growing, like first thing Home Invader would probably stumble upon in the kitchen is on the table are like really expensive electricity bills.
He steals those.
And he's like, And then he would like get further into the house and find, then he would get really further into the house and find the cause of the expensive electricity bills, which is like an indoor greenhouse.
Yeah. What's in the greenhouse?
I mean, if you've ever met Zell Nasty, you know what's in the greenhouse.
Zell Nasty has the coolest tie-dye shirts.
Yeah, he's got a lot of tie-dye. Yeah.
I won't say anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Zell Nasty is a cool dude.
Yeah, Zell Nasty's
and would definitely have... Home Invader would have a fun time.
Stealing from robbing him.
What is that word? Plundering his...
Yeah.
His collection of
do you think
paraphernalia.
Do you think Home Invader... there's a tie-in. What she was saying. DK is the people who publish eyewitness books.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's 40K ones now. I did see them, Angela. Yes, I did see them. I do now know what you're talking about. Yes.
Okay.
I saw one or something about about like a Space Marine. Like I saw like the page, it shows like a Space Marine's armor and how it works and stuff. Home Invader would make an anonymous tip to the local police department. Home Invader is also a snitch.
But like, yeah, like Home Invader's the one invading and stealing people's shit, and is
but
also
then
like,
he also snitches
actually,
on you.
the police should know that Zell Nasty's been growing, so I'm gonna go tell.
I love that he's also a snitch. Oh my god.
Yeah, that keeps the police off of his tail.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they like Home Invader. Tell us what you saw in there.
Yeah, it's like an agreement that
actually...
Home Invader has with the police to be like, look, I'm going to go invade homes. I'm going to steal their shit. But if I see anything weird, I'll tell you.
They're like,
I'll leave evidence so that you have a reason to go.
Godspeed, Home Invader.
Yeah.
Keep us safe. Keep us safe, Home Invader. If you see something, say something. Will do.
Oh my God. Thanks, Angela. Saray actually did the majority of this donut. I'm doing just the final details today. I'll take credit for it, though. That's fine.
All right. Home Invader, moving on to Ty.
Oh, no. What's he going to do to Ty?
I know. Poor, sweet Ty.
Ty is so nice.
Ty's really nice. Ty is from New York, and when Ty's little icon here, he's got a cowboy hat, smiley face. That does actually kind of look like Ty, by the way. That's sort of what he looks like in real life.
Actually how Ty looks.
When I met Ty in person, he had a cowboy hat on, even though he lives in basically Manhattan. So Ty is one of these, if you're from the East Coast, you know that there is a kind of like a cliche of a New Yorker that's obsessed with like cowboy hat and Western wear. they're like New Yorkers
Seems
at their
weird.
core, but in their heart they like want to have like a turquoise bolo tie. So I think one, he would find Ty's bolo tie collection.
Oh yeah, spurs.
Spurs,
He'd probably wear the spurs out.
boots.
Yeah,
and
it's like because then you get like a little bit of a weapon.
and then also the comical image of Home Invader dressed in Western wear, going back out the window. Would be pretty funny. And also, what about do you think? What about Ty's huge gun collection, old timey?
Oh, yeah.
You think Ty has a big old timey gun
Are
collection?
they working? Like, did he get them working again?
It's funny to imagine Ty, like, first he like shows you
God.
some old timey guns. And he's like, and then he goes and shows you these like assault rifles
Oh my
he has
God,
in New
Ty.
York
Why
City.
would you, Ty? Well, I mean, obviously that's what Home Invader's going to take, and of course Snitch.
Snitch. Yeah, he's gonna tell
gonna
the
do
police.
both.
He's
Like,
gonna tell the police
I found 9, but really there was like 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
I found 9 guns.
Wow,
9
Home Invader, we
assault.
found a lot of ammo for guns that he didn't have
Dude,
there.
I'm
And then Home
screwing
Invader's
this
like,
up.
oh yeah, can I get that by the way?
Oh my God. Thanks, Angela, for
So-
the donation.
Yeah, thank you, Angela. So the problem with Home Invader is that you get robbed and then you spend the rest of the day in the police office.
In the police office,
in
like
the-
the principal's office.
You're
in trouble.
Sorry, not the police office. Prison. You spend the rest of the day in jail.
Yeah.
In county jail. Okay, last but not least is Chicken. Now,
Chicken.
Chicken is
Chicken likes Tao.
he likes
right?
Tao. He's a friend of Brett's.
Mm-hmm.
New Brett pre hobby collab has joined our community. Is very supportive. Awesome dude. We've met him. We've hung out with him at LVO. This past LVO, we did not really get to hang out with Chicken very much.
We didn't hang out with
I know,
most
it's kind of a
people
bummer.
very much because of the streaming.
I know.
It kind of does that.
It kind of does that.
But Chicken's like a Tao nut.
He's a
right?
Tao nut. He's also a drone guy, which is another connection him and Brett have.
So he'd probably have a bunch of those lying around, right?
Yeah.
Just drones.
I
just
sometimes wonder
willy-nilly.
if Brett's drone hobby had continued and
Would we
sided.
be the drone collab?
Would he just make actual Tao drones? Tao themselves have a ton
yeah.
of drones.
Ooh.
So it seems like a natural progression. Yeah, would Home Invader come away with a Tao,
I think so.
working Tao drone?
I'm sure that Chicken has like a Tao dungeon that he would pilfer.
A Tao dungeon.
He's just very into Tao.
Yeah, he's very
Yeah.
into Tao.
Yeah, that's probably what would happen, what he'd come across.
I know, right? Somebody has probably done a but you would think, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen like a Tao well, I'm gonna say gun drone. I know probably wouldn't be working, but like a shield drone or something. I haven't seen like a Tao drone.
Tao body pillow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Home Invader.
Yeah.
All right, we did it, man.
We did it. Guys, thanks for being mandrels. Thanks for being members. We love you, and we love getting to know you more
Yeah.
intimately,
Yeah.
so that we can make fun of you on our stream.
Yeah, it is kind of funny. I never thought of all these people that we just talked about. I've never really I've never processed that Ty seems to like Western wear, and nor did I ever really process that Jupiter's holiday thing.
Party lights. Thank you for the party lights, Metallica kind.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
And
you for
Angela
gifted membership.
earlier,
Thank
yes.
you, Angela, for gifted membership.
Welcome new members.
We appreciate
So
it. It
now
grows.
you can participate in our members only chat streams when we have them.
Yeah, and if you decide you
Happy
like
to
it,
have you.
if you decide you like it, then what you do is you go enter your credit card information.
Yeah, because that's how you can keep
That's how you then
having access
keep
to that.
giving us money. Yeah.
God, Zach.
We like to have fun. Hey, wow, this took forever, but I think I got the
Did you
5.
finish? Oh.
Well, I got these 5 done. I'm still have a little bit more. I think I want to do a little bit of an orange wash
Sure.
in some areas on it, but I'm a little nervous to do that because, like you said, like the print lines.
Dude, I know this is this is a
Yeah,
pain.
I know.
I hate doing this actually because the print lines are just bleeders.
The Citadel
Here we
orange
go.
wash is pretty is not very opaque. It's super transparent. So I think, here it is. You guys can see the top quarter.
I was like so happy with my white lining that I had been doing. And then Sarah's like black. And I'm like, oh, right. Because it's a comic. Damn it.
Right.
So now I got to go and clean it. Because the black like bleeds. It's just bleeding everywhere.
It's fun to do like a little bit of a different style though,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Angela.
All right. Actually, we'll see. Casador Yellow might be better. I love Casador Yellow.
In a mood this morning.
One of my favorite Citadel products.
What is it?
The yellow wash they make, Casador Yellow. Casador Yellow.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see how this works. Oh, dang it. I forgot to do these. Okay. It is nice to hobby hang and work on these, but man, I do a lot of terrain. Nothing takes me this long. The thing about Marvel Crisis Protocol terrain is like it's modern day things that are not ruined. And if you think about that, if you think about that, that kind of means a lot of painting for you.
Yeah.
Because when we paint AOS stuff, one, a lot of it's ruined, and two, like I can paint a house that's not ruined and not
matte varnish.
not have to do a lot of crazy things like paint window frames. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
This was same with like 40K, right? Like you do a lot of Gothic ruins and
What I do, Saray?
and such. So I think I'm just realizing it's like so much to do.
No, I'm not going to black out the other side. I know. Calm down. I was just going to the line. That's all. I'm like, what did I do here? I'm getting in trouble. It's hard, like, working on somebody else's project. Here, I just need to get this. And then I can move on to the Pepsi.
The Pepsi vending the Pepsi
machine,
inspired vending machine. Last time Suri and I painted, I worked on the one that's like fruit sodas, and then the one that is probably Coke inspired. And finished those, but I did not really get to the Pepsi one.
That's fine. I'll figure it out, I'm sure. Oh my god, this thing. Okay, I gotta like look at it from far away. I want a donut too. Oh my gosh. Can we go get donuts? That's true. Every time I watch you guys work on this, I'm like, oh god, I could go for a donut.
Really?
I'll just have coffee instead. It's really easy. Like, it's really easy to trigger me into wanting food. You just have to show it to me. You show me the food and I'll be like, oh, give that to me. I'll eat that.
Interesting.
I like food. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah. We've talked about Best Donuts, right? Have we talked about that on stream? Best Donuts? They're stands in San Jose.
Yeah.
Santa Clara. Those are the best donuts.
Yeah, we like I don't like the whole Sleepy Guy saying voodoo, which I think are kind of like the Psycho donuts.
Yeah. Those are fun.
They're
but
fun, like
I don't really like them.
Yeah, I don't know. We got away from them. At first, it was a thing we would do when people came to visit. Or at first, like you and I went once or twice.
Well, it was like gimmicky kind of. Yeah, like, oh, this is fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is our local
Nowadays,
weird donut.
I think the weird donut thing is more common. And nowadays, they even do weird donuts at like coffee shops and stuff. So that concept, by weird donut, we mean something really disgusting, like has Captain Crunch on it or something like that. Not my favorite. Kind of just like the plain raised.
This is killing me. Why did I do this
Raised
to myself?
donuts from raised donuts from stands.
Yeah.
I'm kind of, when it comes to desserts things, like donuts are not super up there for me. What about you, Meg?
Donuts?
Yeah.
I like them, but they give me, if I, have more than one, I get a headache because of the sugar. So I don't get them very often. And when I do get them, I'm getting stands because I don't want to waste 500 calories on a subpar donut.
Right.
Looking at you, what's that stupid donut company everyone likes? Dunkin'. Looking at you, Dunkin'.
Dunkin' or Krispy Kreme.
Shittiest donuts I've ever had in my life.
Honestly, Krispy Kreme I think are worse than Dunkin'.
No, I still prefer Krispy Kreme, but not by much. I think they're both terrible, but for different reasons. Krispy Kreme tastes like chemicals. Like, it just tastes like chemicals. And Dunkin' is dry, just dry, terrible, basic donuts. I'm like, I could just get this at the grocery store.
Honestly, you can get better donuts at Safeway than Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy
which
Kreme.
really isn't saying much.
Yeah, the donuts at like our local Safeway are significantly better than Dunkin' Donuts or Krispy Kreme. Yeah.
So I don't get them very often because they feel like just empty calories. It's like a treat. It's a treat. When I used to go into the office, we'd get people bringing them in like maybe once or twice a month. The good ones from Stan's, and that would kill me. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely eating this. So.
Stan's is good. Even though going to Stan's is kind of annoying. It depends when you go.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just about done. I'm doing like a couple last minute kind of areas where I'm putting a little bit of the yellow wash just to give like a little bit of shading. This building is gonna like, unless Saray like ends up doing some of the comic stuff on the top like we talked about, which I think he wanted to do. This building is sort of this weird kind of hybrid. I think it's gonna allude to comic book, without kind of exactly being that. Not something we discussed, but that's okay. All right, so I got the first floor or the top floor done of this.
You did it.
There's so much left to do though. This was honestly probably the easiest. And like Angela said, it does look good when you do like these.
Yeah, when it's done.
When you do it, it looks good. But man, it's so much more work than like AOS or 40K terrain.
Sure.
I still have to do the top of these chimney things, but here's where we're at now. Here we go.
Why don't you do it so people can actually see it? Like make the thing bigger. Yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay, still working on things, obviously. I'm going down to the next floor now, and I have to figure out what color I want to do some of this. Trim. I think I'm actually going to do something kind of weird and use one of these like turquoise colors.
Okay.
On light blue and yellow.
All right. I think that I'm calling it here.
Donut worry.
Yeah, do not worry. Do not. Donut.
Donut
worry.
Donut worry. Donut worry. No matter how you say it, it doesn't make any sense.
Sleepy Gary wants to know what my favorite donut is. I like old-fashioned glazed. Those are actually my favorite. Stan's does those too, but their raised are like perfect, so I just get those. But everywhere else I get
old-fashioned
glazed. Okay, I'm done with the donuts, Saray. Don't tell me to do anything else with it. We're done. I got to figure out this Pepsi nonsense. And where are we at?
Earth.
No. Time-wise, it's 11:30. I'm wondering if we should hop into hang.
Hop into hang.
Donut? I mean, not hang.
Donut.
Fan stuff, not hang. Hop into fan stuff is what I meant.
Oh, I see.
Is now a good time or too soon?
It's a good time. We could do that.
Okay.
Go ahead and hit it if you want. I'm doing a little kind of a
We can do that.
fine detail thing here.
Okay, let's do it, you guys. Fan stuff. You guys did stuff.
Actually, there's a lot of fan stuff.
There is a lot. That's kind of why I wanted to go through it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're starting off here. And, Zach, you pulled the fan stuff today. I feel bad. I haven't been able to take a good look, stay on top of it as well recently. It's been busy at work.
We haven't seen anything from Captain Mannerings in a long time.
Yeah.
So this is kind of cool. Yeah, this is an Underworld's Warcry band for Daughters of Cain. I'm pretty sure it's like, I guess they still use it in Underworlds. I don't know how that game works, I confess. But I use these guys for just different models in my Daughters of Cain army. And they're super cool. It's two witch elves, the Hag Queen. On the far left, you see the Sister Slaughter, and on the far right, you see the Bloodstalker. I love these. Well, first of all, like, to address what Captain Mannerings did. It's awesome. I love the purple hair. These look great. The skin tones look great. I love the purple turquoise combo, of course. Yeah, super cool. Not a lot else to say. Oh, good metallic.
So
look
pretty,
at Morgan Wraith is her name. The woman in the middle. Look at her blade.
Yeah.
That's nice work.
I love
and
their
witch elf blades.
classic witch elf makeup too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big eyeshadow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Very nice. Yeah. Cool models and awesome work.
This is Roshan. You guys know Roshan. Roshan kit bashes everything. He sculpts everything himself. And
I was gonna say, kit bash is almost not even the right word.
I know. I'm like, yeah.
He does do that.
It looks
too,
like
though.
this is some of that, though.
Yeah, he does. He does both. Yeah.
And this is for Necromunda, right? He's made these guys for Necromunda.
Yeah. And if you go to, if you go to our Discord, you'll see that he has a lot of these guys actually. But I wanted to get like a close up picture of just one. And so this was kind of the best picture he took, I thought. So this is, freshly squeezed. And you can ask him about the theme of his army, his gang. He'll be happy to share it with you. Mm-hmm. But that's it, yeah. And anyway, in our Discord, you can see there's a lot. There's a lot.
He's been working on this for a while.
Yeah. Super cool. Very nice work.
Thanks, Roshan. Oh my gosh. Spyro, you guys. Isn't this amazing? I love the two Spyro dragons. Sorry. Where is this person's name?
Oh yeah, this is someone new.
Is it Mr. Spange? There it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Spange, the dragons. These are, I think he said, is this a Regiment of Renown that he's doing?
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, maybe. I actually don't know. I haven't been. I don't know what the Stormcast ones are, but
yeah, and I think he said it's for his. He wants to include it in his Lumineth. You guys check me on that. It's in Discord, but I think I remember reading that. And he was going with purple dragons and was like, oh yeah, the Spyro, and I guess Spyro's friend. I only played the first Spyro, so I don't know what all the dragons look like in the follow-ups. But I recognized Spyro immediately, so good job. I loved it. So what a fun little project. That's another thing I didn't think about for Regiments of Renown. Like, you don't have to paint them to look like anything, really, because you're gonna... Renowned. I keep saying renowned. Yeah, sorry guys. Renowned. Yeah, like they're going to float around and join up with different armies, so they can look like whatever you want, which is nice. They get to be their own project.
Yeah.
So I do love the Spyro call out here.
Yeah, it's nice. Good work.
Welcome to
nice
the community.
bases.
Yeah,
and welcome to the community. Wait, actually...
Oh. Go ahead.
Sorry. The bases look like they're like, it's not grass, like, but it's like plants or ivy or something.
It's very cool, yeah.
Yeah, it's like very coarse.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, just want to...
No, you're good. Go ahead.
to hit that. Oh, sorry, Meg. Yeah, I can also hit that.
This is Kirkanos. This is our very own Ted.
Also haven't seen anything from him in a while.
Yeah.
He even mentioned he hasn't painted anything for a long
Yeah,
while.
but he was sharing this collection of things he actually liked painting. Painting is a little daunting for him. I think from an army, like painting an army standpoint, which I totally get. Like, cool, I have to paint this, and if I don't love it, too bad. I gotta paint it 1,000 more times because it's an army and there needs to be some alignment there, right? So
You gotta love it. Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta love what you paint.
So these are his some of his favorites that he's painted, and I was like, oh look, one of them is Kingdom Death. We all did Kingdom Death models for our skin stream. This was like year 1 when we started 2023. It was so much fun. We sent everybody, like the mods and who wanted to do it, and other cast members got a Kingdom Death model, and we all painted skin together, and it was a big marathon. So I was really happy to see it show up here again. I'm glad that he was happy painting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, super cool. Thanks, Kerr. Thanks, Ted. This is no. Kimmerix, no. Why do I forget who this is? Mini Mahler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Loving look at the work on the robe.
So pretty, yeah.
The cloth.
It's very satiny.
The texture.
Yeah. Yeah, Mini Mare. Mini Mare, the L.
Mini Mare, yeah.
I think you typed on accident, which is fine. But yeah, I love that green and against the pink. That's like I was just gonna say, Soups. Yeah, like there's this green and pink scheme going on between the two of you. So like I'll have to check. Like, wait, who did that one? Yeah, but really pretty, really nice job.
Yeah. This is a Farseer. And yeah, he did a nice job. I'm kind of, we've seen other, I believe we've seen other Eldar of his. Suryani. Really nice work. Moving on. This was somebody new too. Right? Let me see here.
Yeah.
This
We
was
haven't seen
this was
very often.
There we go. Oh yeah, CTS
Ariha?
Ariha?
Is that?
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah,
That's cool.
looks very cool. Blue. This is
gross
either
that bark
Blobe
is.
or Sploom. I forget which guy this is, but there's some brothers that all kind of ride these things for Nurgle, and looks super cool.
Yeah.
I like okay, so the monster's quite amazing. I mean, it's all amazing, but look at the rider. Actually, it's a little understated at first compared to what's going on with the monster, but the work on it is really good.
Yeah.
Like, it's really, the armor is amazing. It's weathered, but not too weathered. Not so weathered that it's just like a bunch of slop, which sometimes people do for Nurgle, which is a valid
Yeah.
technique, but it's kind of
It's
nice.
kind of a funny way to put it.
It's just kind of nice to see it be like a little more addressed. I think would be the way I would phrase it. Like,
Sure.
like individual things are kind of called out a little bit better. Like,
I see.
Like the weathering and such.
Yeah, it's really nice work. It's
Really
great.
nice work. Also, welcome to the
Really clean,
community.
yeah. Thanks for
show
sharing.
us, show us what you
Show
got.
us what you
Yeah.
got. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. We've got Timbit here. Meg, you snuck another Timbit, and
I did, because he's been working on bases, like big focus on bases, and I was like, this other one on the this one on the left finished a little while ago, but this new piece new base that he's been working on is so cool. I love the way it's spilling out of the podium. So it's not completely finished, right? But like the sculpting of it is. It's just so fun. I love the rats coming out of the ground. And so Timbit, are you going to play with this, or is this more of like a showpiece? Yeah, I love your bases. I'm so inspired by your bases. Yeah, they're lovely. It's a showpiece. Okay, I was looking at it and I was like, I don't think he's going to play with this, but maybe it's the right base size. I don't know. So, yeah, I wouldn't expect you to. It's so pretty. Thanks for sharing
Yeah, really nice.
and teaching in our classes from time to time. This is Filippo.
Filippo, yeah.
More rats.
Yeah,
More horrible rat monsters.
Yeah, also really nice work here. Filippo takes such good pictures too.
Yeah. I love the glowing blue eyes. I love the glowing like pipes too. The glowing is so good. The glowing effect is excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed he has this style that I really appreciate. I don't know if you've noticed. He paints very monochrome, kind of like monochromatic. Like the one color is always very heavy. But he shades the hell out of that color. Like look how, I mean, and some models lend themselves more to that, right? Like the Hell Pit Abomination is just a giant sack of skin with rats crawling around there, basically, right? So it kind of lends itself to that. But I've noticed that he doesn't let it just be like that color. He does so much like shading on it. Really incredible.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, he's a killer painter. This is Kimmerik's project.
Oh man, do I love this. Look at these colors. It's wild.
Yeah, this is pretty wild. I like this too.
Very pretty.
Yeah, I like what, so I guess my question is, if he's here, which I don't know that he is, but my kind of question about it would be, is the pink at the bottom like a weathering, or is it like a glow, or like, it looks like weathering, like they're going across like pink sand or pink, like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like it's been kicking up all this bright pink alien dust or something.
Which is pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool, yeah. Either way, the transition is just so pretty and it's so eye-catching. Have we seen a full army shot yet?
I don't think so, and that's kind of what I was also
I'm excited
wondering if I've seen anything with bases.
Yeah.
Or if we've just seen, I can't remember.
Yeah.
I know we've seen their stuff before, this pink stuff, but I like I said, I can't really remember what.
I'm excited
else.
for the group shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me go on to the next one here. There's a lot. Actually, this was
Zacharias?
Zacharias, yeah.
You can tell. Like, I don't know. I feel like I recognize Zacharias as green.
This is the lion.
Yes.
Looks,
but it's a man.
Looks super cool. He had some other work that he had submitted first up higher. And I grabbed that at first, and then I start going through and I found this. And I was like, I got to put this up instead. This looks really cool.
Yeah.
His other stuff was cool too. Check it out, of course, on the Discord. But yeah, super amazing. Look at this thing. Look at the sword.
I know. Look at the metallic, that black. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It glows. This is one of those models that glows. And then he's got his little helper.
Yeah,
Creepy, culty helper.
Really good.
I love it.
Incredible. Oh, this is a good story here. Dan of Bear Cavalry Paints had a huge order, and him and his team filled it. It was these are guys working out of essentially like a garage. With their small business, making paint, and had to fill a huge order. So I know, and it's probably good because I might not have wanted to use the picture if his son was in it. I know his son Alex helped them fill a bunch. He said his son Alex was earning his Tau army.
Yes.
Because his son wants to get a Tau army.
That's sweet.
So that's, super cool. I can't remember. It was a lot. Wasn't it like 18... Was it 1,800 or 18,000? That's a big difference between the amount.
It's definitely not 1,800.
It was a lot more than that, right?
Yeah. What did he say? 40
or
8,000?
8,500?
40 of every color.
Something like that. Yeah, it was a lot. It was just a lot.
Yeah.
Yep. And I don't know what that means because I don't know. Like none of us can really truly know what that means because we don't I don't exactly know like what that entails, like just filling up a tube or like what does that totally entail? But there we go. Look at this.
Happy for you, Dan.
Look at this Oregon crew. These guys could not look any more Oregon. Maybe if like there's a flannel involved.
Then you could look more Oregon.
That's peak Oregon though. Yeah. This was
Voodoo Fairy.
Voodoo Fairy.
Yeah, we've been watching Voodoo Fairy work on this while in hobby hang. We've been hobby hanging with them a lot.
Good gold.
Yeah.
Gold, red, and white. Gold, red, white, and green. Like, I'm saying it, I'm like, wow, that's going to look really cool, but I'm not sure if I've ever really seen it.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty. The red and gold together is so nice. I love the way the wolf just pops.
Yeah.
It's so bright against the darkness. It's
the
really
basing
nice.
is pretty interesting, too.
Okay.
Huh, look at that. It's like,
yeah, it looks like,
wood. It almost looks like petrified forest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very cool.
Yeah, this is super cool. Great work, Voodoo.
Mm-hmm. Nice to see the gets.
Oh, this is a new person. Sorry, finding new people here.
Yeah.
Lots of new
happy
people. Yeah, this was Keep Hayden.
Yeah. Just came in and dropped this off.
Yeah.
Is this
Slaves to D.
Yeah. I
This
know
is
Slaves to D, but
yeah, I have this model. I don't think Saray has one of these yet.
Okay.
I don't know. Last edition they were kind of meh. I think this edition they're still kind of meh. It's the creature's called a Karakadrak. Mm-hmm. And it's some kind of lizardy demon creature that Chaos Warriors mount into battle. I think it amounts to basically being like a demonic mount plus doing D3 mortals on the charge, more or less, and like a few other attacks. But yeah, I think it's a cool model. I actually would love to see, I don't know if he's still around, I actually would love to see Saray paint one of these. Because you get to finally, like in this army of horses and armored dudes, you get to actually go in there and paint.
I want to be Ankylosaurus.
Right, you get to go in there and paint a creature for the first time.
Yeah.
I like the way that this has been handled. Keep Hating, they really chose to, because they have this bright color scheme, right, they made this creature super dark. And they did like good black where they like highlighted it with like, what, grays and blues and purples. It looks great.
Yeah.
His armor looks
really
great
nice.
too.
I love that winter base. Yeah. I like how winter bases are like a thing.
Yeah, people were revolting against the resin pour basing. This is Seppi. This was I've been
the grayscale,
which I've been really enjoying.
Love it.
This was a really good picture he posted, so I snagged this one. He actually once again had a lot of stuff up there.
Yeah, go check it out. He's been building this collection.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it's done so well, and it's nice to have that pop of leather. It shows like, oh, okay, they didn't just like, what is that called? Zenithal, right? They like, this person painted that great, like chose to do all that, and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what a cool, interesting scheme to go with.
That's it.
We went through the whole list.
We did it.
Cool. We're coming up on the end. We'll get to bingo soon. Because that's the challenge we have going on in our server.
Yeah. How's yours? How's it going over there, Meg?
It's fine. I'm on the Pepsi. Here we can, I guess, show it. Yeah, the Pepsi thing. So I'm working on that. And I was looking at yours and I was like, okay, cool. They leave a lot of details kind of, not filled in, which I think is fine, right? Because this is just like background.
Yeah. Unless we want to be working on this a lot.
Oh. I mean, maybe, but yeah, I need to figure out what I'm going to put here. So I'll either get to it today or I won't.
I mean, this is, I will say this. I'm going to, okay, listen, I'm going to say this and I'm going to be, it's going to sound a little rude and I don't want to be rude, but I will say this. I will say this. That those soda vending machines, as you sit there and look at them, and you look at what's on them versus what's not on them, and you kind of ask yourself, what do I paint? What don't I paint? What do I paint? Do I pull metallic in on this?
Why is this not translating for me? Because it's wrong. Sorry, go ahead.
Right. That's sort of what I'm saying. I don't think that I certainly would say...
Okay, I'm just going to do this then.
Right. I certainly would say,
Whatever.
And again, I don't want to be crappy to a third-party designer and sculptor, but I certainly would say, like, I learned a lot about missing GW terrain when I was working on these. because I don't think that the decisions of what details to pull out in the sculpt are always quite as thoughtful. And I think you end up finding yourself painting, like right now I'm painting the same windowsill just over and over and over again with nothing different, nothing new.
I mean, that's kind of how buildings look, though.
But instead of
big
one, like
buildings.
one of the windows would like it'd be broken, or there'd be a skull up there. Or there's just like different things to kind of add to it.
I get that, I guess.
And they also, I think they do a good job of giving you, like a lot of the Citadel Ruin terrain does a really good job of being like, hey, you can actually just dry brush this whole thing and it'll look good. Or you can go in and now start picking out details if you want. And they almost set it up where there are not too many details that you could pick out. Because if you pick out too many details on terrain, it can look bad.
It gets busy.
It gets busy and
Yeah,
can look goofy.
well-
And I'm just saying that I know it's a lot to think about. And it just made me appreciate
Oh, sure.
those kind of top level designers at GW who we know that's where a lot of them end up, and you can tell like they're designing this for being painted, as opposed to like I designed a thing, here it goes out into the world. I didn't think about how it's going to be painted as much or whatever, right? Like here, if I can,
Yep.
like a good question would be like where these two right here, where does the soda come out?
Up here.
Which is unusual. Now on this one, where's the soda?
No,
come
I
out?
think it's just upside down, Zach. It needs to be like this. So the soda comes out here. That makes sense.
Oh, okay. This one
Yeah.
was like that. Okay.
They're fine. They're logical, I think. Sorry, I'm looking for
okay,
a
good,
Pepsi
good.
vending machine, but struggling a little
Oh,
bit.
I see. Just when Saray airbrushed these, he just
He didn't notice it.
airbrushed
I'm
it
blaming
upside-
Saray.
I am too. Like he airbrushed it.
Okay,
upside
let's see.
down. Okay, good.
That's
good.
pretty funny.
So it should look like that.
No, it shouldn't. It should look like this. That's the right way.
it
yeah.
should- yeah.
Yeah, because that's where the soda would
Oops.
come
All
out.
right, well, that's not on them. That's not on the
everyone knows
designers
that.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach and Saray are having problems with this. I don't know why, but okay. So, here's one. This will work.
Well, that at least is good.
Yeah, at least that is good.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is yellow? What do they sell that's yellow? Is it Mountain Dew? Or is
Yeah.
it Squirt? Do they do Squirt? Who does Squirt?
I don't know. I don't really drink these things.
Point on the doll where the soda comes out. Should we end our poll? Why do people like superheroes?
Yeah. But actually, we had a new winner. People like them because they don't have jobs.
Because they don't have jobs.
It pulled ahead by like one vote.
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I feel like people in this country without jobs aren't appreciated.
Yeah, typically. Well, we have a different kind of crowd.
Yeah.
We have a more
That's good.
international crowd.
I'm not good at this. Should I just paint them all white to start? I feel like I want to paint them all white to start and then paint on top of the white.
I mean, I think that's sort of what I did with the orange one.
Okay, then I'll do that. Yeah.
This is cool though. On the side of the building here, the windows change. On the side, they're different than they are in the back, which I think is cool. I do appreciate that.
Okay. I don't know, Zach. You're the terrain guy. Like you said, I don't want to shit on third-party stuff. And then you proceeded to do it. I think it's fine. I think the sculpts are fine for Marvel. Like, it's a cartoon building. I don't know.
Well,
that's kind of what has happened. They've just like simplified.
Yeah, I'm not.
And you're gonna let me finish or no?
Yeah, well, I'm not because I'm no actually because I'm not shitting on it. I'm just saying that like it made me realize that I think that GW
They need their credit where credit's due.
Yeah, well, I just think they like think about what happens when you start painting before, like
Maybe.
how will this be to paint?
The only problem I have with this is just the way it was printed. I don't have a problem with the terrain like design itself. I think it's fine. But the whoever did the printing, they just must have had an older printer. You know, these things like take time to get better, and the printing has come, I think, a decent. I was gonna say a long way, but I don't actually know if that's true.
No, you should see the stuff. Was it FDM stuff we had? The Caradron stuff we got with the new one everyone's using. It's incredible.
Okay.
Compared to this, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just older, and that's all I don't like because it bleeds, and I can't get a nice crisp I'm having a hard time painting
Yeah, and that's hardly
nice crisp lines. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to blame myself.
that's hardly the terrain designers.
Right, exactly. So the terrain
Problem.
itself I'm fine with. Yeah.
Here's sort of, I guess my the takeaway from me would be that yeah, this would be cool for MCP.
Which it's 4.
I wouldn't use this level of designed terrain for like our games on our channel.
Yeah.
That's kind of my point. It's a little too basic, which is a good thing for starting out, but also at the same time it doesn't, which is not good for starting out, it doesn't direct you to what you should pay. Like it doesn't give you obvious decisions to make about what's what color. Like could you just get away with dry brushing the whole thing? I think the answer is no.
No, you need color. Like it's like set in a modern world. That wouldn't, like you said, it wouldn't make sense unless it was like Fallout. I feel like Fallout you can get away with it because everything's dusty and broken.
Yeah, well, sure, exactly. Right, and that's part of like the grim dark look as well, right? For 40K especially.
Use it for AOS. Yeah, let's put these in the AOS games, little soda machines in case I get thirsty. I feel like this could work for Blood Bowl. They're like little vending machines off to the side of the game.
It'd be super fun, Gary, to do MCP and to really put some real research into like this building actually is pretty cool, but I can't imagine painting too many more of them. But it would be cool. My thing with MCP is I think it would be even more cool, maybe I just haven't seen people play it this way, like in a proper city at a larger scale. Like I know kind of part of the fun of it is it's a smaller scale skirmish game, but having like a few more and like being in throughout a city and having like separate battles go on, it seems like it'd be
into war. It's thirsty work.
And then like everything's brightly colored and stuff. That would actually be quite cool.
Yeah.
How are we doing here? Okay, cool.
We have a few minutes left. Probably enough time to cover bingo.
Yeah.
If we want to do that.
Yeah, let me...
Or should we just skip it? Blood Bowl is a good idea. Yeah, I'm full of them. I'm full of good ideas. All right, guys, we have bingo happening in our Discord. It's just a really cool motivator that Liberty Fires, our mod, came up with for you guys. So if you don't have a bingo card yet, go bug him. We have a hobby bingo channel in our Discord also that you can go check. There is a pinned link to a generator if you want to generate your own card. We'll show off your progress on stream as you finish little blocks. And then once you have a hobby bingo, make sure that you, while you're tracking all this stuff, right? But make sure you post your completed hobby bingo in our channel and you'll get a badge for it. There's badges for your first bingo line at 6 and then a totally done board. I don't know what's going on. Some people have already finished like their first card. They're almost done with their second card. Liberty might be updating these badges. I have no idea. Ask him.
He's gone kind of rogue.
It's gone rogue, but it's fun. Like everyone's kind of just enjoying the insanity that is slowly evolving out of this.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. Like we started off with an idea in mind of how this would work, and then it went sort of haywire, and it's really fun. It's out of control.
It's out of control.
But it's fun.
It's getting out of control.
Everyone's having a good time.
It is good. It is good. It's a good out of control.
Yes. Yeah, so there's Alleles working on their second card. It's like a level up card, right?
Yeah.
Soups is Pink Guys. I love this. This is Seppi's, I think. Look at.
Oh yeah.
I think so. Did I have that right?
It is,
yeah. I love the wah all over the board. We like to judge people's board design also, the way that boards are marked
The bingo,
off.
the bingo
bingo
card.
board.
Yeah.
Everyone's work is great, but the bingo cards, we get to
We ridicule.
we get to make fun of. Yeah. You just got to deal with it. But yeah, it's fun to see all this progress. Have you started your bingo card yet, or what?
Me.
Yeah, you.
I have. I've only
Okay.
put, I think, one thing on there yet so
Okay.
far. I need to actually now, which is dumb because now I made a project for myself where I have to sit down and actually look at everything. And
Yeah.
because I've actually painted a lot of Stormcast so far this year. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, I don't think I'm going to count my Deep King because I started them last year and finished them this year. A bunch of the models. I'll put the turtle on. The Black Talons. I've done a lot. I've done lots.
Yeah, and none of it's on our Instagram for some reason.
I've done. Yeah, it's just it's not in the pipeline.
I know, but okay. Then I want to see your card.
I've done. Yeah, we've finished a bunch of endless spells.
Yeah, I know, and I'm like halfway done with like a million things. I need to get my act together. Terrible content creator. How's your house? How's your home invader house?
Yeah, it's okay. Actually, like I did turquoise. So there's like 3 different shades of blue going on up here, and I kind of love it.
Yeah, it's just like
and then plus the windows.
That's not always comfortable feeling.
No, but I like it. Yeah.
It always looks interesting because no one does it. I'm trying to see. I don't know. I'm bad at this. What I can. I don't think it's going to end up looking like an actual Pepsi thing.
That's totally fine, Meg. It doesn't have to. I mean,
failing. Yeah. I'm just doing like blocks of color instead. I'm not adventurous like you.
Oh, I see. Well, like, honestly, bubbles are kind of easy to do. You saw I did a couple of bubbles.
Yeah, I might do that.
But the Coke one isn't adventurous. If you look at what I do with the Coke one.
Oh, I thought it was nice. You like scribbled letters and everything. I was like, dang, this guy got into it. I wasn't going to go that far.
The text is, yeah, but that's not that hard.
On these? I mean, that's good that you felt that way. I was looking at this and I'm like, how am I going to write anything? It's going to bleed because of all the lines.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think most, it's
anyways,
not too bad.
I'm sure you're right because you did it. So I'm sure I can figure it out.
Yeah, I don't remember that being too much of an issue there. It's really an issue when you use a wash. I think when you're using normal paint, it's not too bad. If your paint's if it's too thin, then use thicker paint, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you really have to paint with thick paint so that it doesn't bleed everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, like I'm basically using AK that's not thinned at all, and AK is pretty thick. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
It's on a wet palette, which is going to give it a little bit of a thinner.
Enough.
Or at least
so you can work with it.
Yeah, keep it thin, but it's not, I'm not specifically thinning it.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I think I can get this second floor done.
Okay.
Which means I'll just have the bottom floor of the building, and then we've got to do the roof. Oh my God.
John says it looks like the brothel house from The Simpsons. I love that.
You know, one of the things when I looked at it right away, that my first instinct of one of the things I was going to try to do was make it look like Bob's Burgers. Because Bridger would have appreciated that because he likes the show as well.
Would have. He's dead now.
I mean, had I done that, he would have appreciated it. But it doesn't quite, like, structurally, it doesn't quite make sense because they have a big open window on the bottom floor, and this one didn't have that, so I didn't do that. But I went to a college in a town called Kutztown. It's in eastern Pennsylvania, and there's a lot of, in the main street, there's a lot of buildings that look like this. Painted brick, a lot of painted brick, which is a really cool look in my opinion. You can see in a lot of kind of East Coast towns, maybe like I said, if they're like kind of a weird East Coast town or like a college town or something, you can kind of see the crazy color houses that people, the townhouses, and especially if it's a business, you know, like the business will want you to remember it. Oh, it's the pink building, right? Or it's the blue building or whatever. So they'll do that. And that was kind of what I was thinking when I did this. Although I don't think there's something's clearly weird about this building because it has that weird symbol on the roof.
Oh yeah.
The like
For
satanic,
cults, yeah.
some kind of weird cult thing.
Well, we don't know anything about
We
that.
don't know anything about that. And also, I don't know anything about or like why. Oh, yeah. Fake-ass shutters next to windows is so stupid. I actually don't like that.
You really do hate that.
Especially when you look at them and they couldn't actually close and cover the whole window. But that's more like people do that in the suburbs, Pat, with vinyl housing.
Yeah, why?
And
why
I don't
is
like
that a
vinyl
thing?
siding. Although, if I was a homeowner on the East Coast, I would probably appreciate vinyl siding. But
Why?
I like wood better.
Oh, for weather protection. Yeah.
Wood's kind of fun
right,
though.
you guys have weather.
Wood's kind of fun though. If you want to, I had a job one summer repainting people's wood houses, and it's a lot of work, and you have to do it like every 8 years or so. But on the plus side, you can just get a whole new look for your house if you want. You know what I mean? Every like 8 years, you're like, cool, paint the main part this color and paint the trim this color, and you can just change it up. That's kind of fun. But it's like, you know, if you're like a normal size house, this was what I was doing it like 20 years ago almost, and like a normal size house was like $8,000 to $12,000 every few years. You know what I mean? To repaint your house.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's expensive.
It adds up. Oh wait. Here we go. Okay,
I'm
so
just-
I'll show you guys where I'm at because I'm gonna call it here for
Yeah,
today.
I'm about to call it too.
Ooh,
Sorry.
that did bleed more than I liked. I have to clean that up now.
Oh, do you?
I'm
I'm teasing.
It's the yellow wash I put over some of the
Okay.
yellow windows, like. Excuse me.
All right. There. Yeah, I'm going to call it too. Good job, Hobby Collab. I know, I'm sorry, Eddie. We always go till noon, so didn't mean to do that to you. But yeah, we can show off where we got to today. We did finish some stuff. Okay, so that's where I took the Pepsi machine. We're not going to push much any further than this, I think, right? We're kind of just doing the buttons and moving on, and they'll hang out in the background. You can tell from far away that they are vending machines, and that's what matters.
That's what matters.
And then the donut was done, finished, so got the cartoonified font and just some like little details on the sprinkles. So that's done.
Yeah, and then here I'll show you guys
yeah,
on the
we'll
front.
do it over here.
Yeah, here is where we are in the house. A lot of the detail on the first and second floor are finished. I still need to do these. These are going to be kind of like a cream color, I think,
It's like a
in
little
real
dollhouse.
life. I know. This is the weird symbol we were talking about. We're going to let Saray figure out. Oh, I missed that one panel up here. We're going to let Saray kind of figure that out. But then you can see I've got the, I don't know how well you guys can see the kind of like turquoise ocean blue I did here.
Where? The middle?
In the middle one,
Yeah.
So for the bottom, I'm actually thinking what I'm going to do for the window frames is pink.
I was going to say pink.
Yeah, I'm going to do pink, and then the door is going to be red.
Okay.
And pink actually extends up to here. That one, it's on the second building. It's on the second floor.
Yeah.
Structurally, but that'll be pink.
Everyone's like, it looks like a brothel. I love that.
Is that
Yeah, it came out good. It's coming out good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. All right, I think we did it. Right?
Yeah.
We kind of did it. Thanks.
kinda did
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Thank you, members. Thank you, super chatters. Thank you, membership gifters. Thank you, mandrels, especially for letting us poke some fun at you today. We appreciate all the support, and it's what keeps us going. And what are we doing today? What's next for us? We're probably going to skip Hobby Hang today.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we'll see you tomorrow for members chat Age of Sigmar game,
At 5 p.m. new time.
5 p.m.
And I think it's John and Brad. I don't know what they're playing yet.
Okay.
I gotta ask them.
Yeah. And then Zach will see you Wednesday for Journeys, and I'll be back Friday for Journeys. But yeah, that's it. What do we say? What do we like to say around here? Be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other, always be creating. Bye.